to shed more light on these very important and vital developments on the ground, we are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Ahmed Khattab, our economic expert. A very good morning, Dr. Khattab.
Good morning to all of you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Indeed, very important developments on the ground by U.S. President Donald Trump accepting a 2-week ceasefire with Iran, and of course the Iranians are accepting this agreement by the mediation of different mediator in Pakistan, of course, and the diplomacy of Egypt. How do you see the impact of these developments on the ground? And we did see, of course, a plunge in the oil prices right after this announcement.
First of all, good morning to all Egyptians, good morning to all Arab countries, good morning to all GCC countries, and by the name of all Arab in the Middle East and North Africa and all Arab in GCC, let me present a special thanks to our great President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi for the last night great offer with the United Arab Emirates and with Pakistan and with America and with China in order to make a pressure to Iranian people and the Iranian government to accept the peace process, and also to President Donald Trump and the Prime Minister of Israel, Netanyahu. Last night we faced a lot of a challenge related to stop war. President Sisi do a wonderful with the cooperation of the Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdel Ati and all foreign ambassadors working together and all over the world to stop the escalation of war between Iran and America and Israel. Today, we have a positive news about the economic, not only in GCC, not only in Arab, but in all over the world. Starting from tomorrow, Hormuz Strait will be open 100%, and all fuel ships and oil and gas will move by very easy and a very fast way. This will lead to a sudden decrease in all price of oil and liquid gas in order to go back to the normal price. And also the stock exchange and all over the world will be started to take increased direction instead of decrease. And also the growth rate of all economic and all over the world will start to grow by positive ratio, not downgrade. So this is a wonderful news from Donald Trump to accept to stop war and starting the peace negotiation for the coming 15 days. And I think at this end of these 2 weeks, we will solve the problem in the same scenario done between Gaza and Israel. This is a positive news about the economy in GCC. Also, all GCC countries will go back to produce oil and gas by maximum capacity. This the OPEC sent the instruction to all GCC countries to work on and increase the volume and size of production daily in order to cover the shortage faced all over the world. This will lead to more surplus and all over the world and will reduce the price day by day.
Yes. Of course, Dr. Khattab, about 40 days of war, and that witnessed, of course, massive repercussions that were witnessed in the whole world. The supply chain were affected, the oil prices and the energy prices soared to a great extent, and we have seen destruction for many oil and gas facilities in the Gulf and in Iran, as well as, of course, destruction for many petrochemical plants as well. So the impact of that on the markets here and the energy sector, for how long it would last, and how we can avoid such repercussions in the future, and how to face, of course, the effects of such repercussions.
Yeah, stop war will lead to more stability in the market related to oil and gas, and will lead to stability on logistics between all the country, between China and GCC, between Canada, for example, and the United Arab Emirates. Canada, for example, make import of all ammonia related to fertilizer industry from United Arab Emirates. This is lead to increase in the fertilizers by more than 50% in Canada. Once Canada go back to make import of ammonia, for example, from United Arab Emirates, so the price of fertilizer will reduce by 50%. and this will lead to more progress in agriculture field on Canada, for example. In China, all industries in China make a reduction of production because there is no surplus in energy. The industry in China will go back to work again by full capacity. In Russia able to make export of crops to Egypt like we import before, and this will lead to more surplus in our national security, especially corn and crops and flour, and also some of the chicken we imported from Brazil, for example. This leads also to decrease in the price of meat in all over the world because the logistics between all the country will go back to be Strait of Hormuz closed or blocked, and I think the leadership of Egypt as a diplomatic country in Middle East and North Africa will increase day by day. This negotiation will take place in Pakistan, and Pakistan already we have a deep relation between President Sisi and the President of Pakistan. And also Foreign Minister of Pakistan and the Foreign Minister of Egypt, Badr al-Awati, have already a wonderful relation, and also relationship with Egypt, between Egypt and Pakistan and Turkey is 100% in a very good situation. This is will increase the mutual trade between Egypt and Pakistan, between Egypt and Turkey, between Egypt and Qatar, for example, and the other Emirates. And also America will send a positive message about reconstruction in Iran, and Iran will be an open market like Saudi Arabia and like Qatar and the other Emirates. So Egypt will go back to invest in Iran, and all Iranian businessmen have the ability to invest in Egypt in many different fields related to oil and gas recovery, and related to oil and gas petrochemical sector, and the industry depend mainly in heavy consumption of oil and gas. So Iran will take the new shape after this agreement. Iran will be an open and modern country because all the newcomers of leaders in Iran will think by very different mentality.
Yes.
Because the world not able to work with Iran as the old scenario, and all the leaders controlled by the old scenario died during this war, and the new generation of Iranian people will start to build a relation with all GCC countries and with all Arab countries, and Egypt will lead this improvement because Egypt already have a historical and deep relation between Saudi Arabia and the Arab Emirates and the Kuwait, and at the same time we are in a very good situation with Iran and with Turkey and Pakistan, and this will lead to more surplus and more partnership on all the fuel and oil and the gas sector. So because of this, we'll go back to import petroleum and the liquid gas from Iran like we did before, especially in 1973 war, when President Sadat sent a message to President of Iran, send to me fuel, he sent in the same week. This is the relation should become before 1973. And this new mentality and new leader of Iran will try to support and strong the bilateral relation between Egypt and Iran. And Iran will be an open market for all countries to invest.
Yes. For now, Dr. Khattab, of course, we have seen the statement by U.S. President Donald Trump that there would be a ceasefire for 2 weeks and the Strait of Hormuz would be open for normal navigation, and yet we are going to witness talks between the Americans and the Iranians regarding many proposal, a 10-point proposal for suggested by Iran, which were described as workable by the U.S. president. Are we witnessing here a complete peace agreement that we are expecting to witness here between the Iranians and the Americans, or it's just 15 days of ceasefire and we will be witnessing, and the impact of this on, of course, the world economy?
Yes, stop. The way of once America accepted to stop escalation of the war, and also once Iran as a government and also Iran as a citizen make a pressure to the Iranian government to accept to stop war. Once the diplomatic way take place, a lot of mega projects between Iran and America and Israel accepted in more than 10 points, but only 5 points will be negotiated, like control of the movement of Strait of Hormuz and decrease the nuclear power in USA from in Iran, and the missiles also the reduced production of missiles in Iran. This is only some 5 points will be discussed. Once the diplomatic way takes place, all the world make a pressure to President Trump to accept, and also all the Arab countries and Pakistan and Turkey will make a pressure to Iran to take the process of acceptance. And I think it will may, for example, take some time in order to apply in the land, but once we agree, so the international world and the community will make as a controller to apply the policy and the procedures we start, we should apply against Iran. Also, you should take in consideration President Trump promised Iranian citizens by upgrading infrastructure, and America or USA will spend more and more in investment in oil and gas and liquid gas in Iran. This will lead to more progress in the market of Iran.
Yes, indeed. Dr. Ahmed Khattab, our economic expert, thank you so much for your very precious input.